Hello and welcome to Let's Play Evochron Mercenary. This is Valand and this is my first YouTube video. Let's hope I don't completely suck at it. Okay. This is a new profile I just started, even though I have played the game somewhat. It will take a little while to get started, so I may cut out some of the laborious mining. But until I explain some stuff about the game, I won't cut. And then I will bring you guys back when I start doing some of the missions. Okay, we are now in game. And up there it's telling us where to go for our first mission that's part of the storyline. So I'm gonna go ahead and dock here. As you can see, I have a fuel indicator on my left hand side, as well as speed and countermeasures. You can also see my secondary missiles, the Echelon. I believe that's how they're pronounced. And yes, I am playing this with a joystick, even though I'm not the best at using a joystick. I normally don't use joysticks for things. Okay, as you can see, I have the standard drive, Fulcrum drive, with shield booster, and a mine/tractor beam. Okay, with that in mind, I only have 10k. Let's see, anything good here? No, that's the same one I have. Yeah, fuel converters, those are supposedly supposed to be good. You can go close to a star and get fuel for free that way. And I'm gonna go ahead and sell my missiles, since I just need the money. And I'm gonna close that. See if there are any good contracts out there. Been challenged to a race. There's a mobile solar array that needs to be cleaned. Needs an item recovered. Needs transport commodities. I'm more of a miner, which this is the trading miner start. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside, and this is the ship design menu. This is my current ship. Over here gives a description of your engines or whatever you have selected. Here are the different frames available at this particular station. There are quite a few total, but only several in this system. And this is the starting system. Unlock my scale. Let's go to cargo bay. Because I only have a cargo bay with 3 cargo slots. So I'm gonna get the biggest one I possibly can. Fuel tank. Capacity. How much? I might be able to fit that. Yeah? Dang it, I don't have enough money to do that yet. Or that. Let's see, 800? I can do the 800. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get that 800. Let's see if I can change the paint. There we go. There. I'm gonna go with this paint design. As you can see, the ship is rather strange looking, I think. But this is the starter ship with only a few modifications. I put a bigger fuel tank and a larger cargo bay. So let's head and trade and build. And all space stations can build ships. You can buy and customize ships at every star station. And this Fulcrum drive will only allow me to jump a couple squares. You see that I do believe this counts as a sector square. And here's the map. And I'm gonna be going over here. I'll probably, since it may take me a little while, cut that out, but once again, I don't know what I'm going to be editing out and what I won't be editing out, or even if this will stay in as a final, take. But doing the best I can. This is my first YouTube video, and this space is big. I mean, space is really big, especially in this game. Let's go ahead and set a new nav point. I think that's a big asteroid. It has a cave system in there. I've actually never been there. I actually may go there sometime. But yeah, you can also use the launch button right there to engage the jump drive to go to your destination. And I almost just ran into the space station. Fun. Good times. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save. Return to the game. Let's see. Which asteroid do I want to mine? This game does use Newtonian physics, so every time I move, I burn fuel to move and then to counteract that movement. Right there. That big guy. He seems really close to the station, and which is really good, because that means it's short runs from the asteroid to the station. I'm gonna go ahead and get in. I believe I have to be within 100 and some odd meters, which is really close, a lot closer than I ever like to get it to rock this size. Let's go ahead in. There we go. There, I'm gonna just use Alt B to turn my mining laser on constantly. And as you can see, we're getting platinum, diamonds, and metal. And metal's not usually worth very much, so I normally trash it. But let's have a look at the news console. Disease in local colony increases values. Meds. Local markets reports falling value for machine parts. Local market reports rising value for cloth and fabric. And then local market reports falling value for antimatter cells. Well, and these tell you, like, what's happening in your current, sector that you're in. And here's all the prices for everything. You can see metal's only worth 56 per unit. Now platinum, on the other hand, is worth 1,554 per unit. It's actually, from what I've seen, one of the most valuable resources, especially in this sector, to buy and mine. And it's at least my recommendation that you mine platinum unless you're gonna do missions. And then you can make some good money with missions, and I've made some money. I did one of the solar panel cleaning missions, and I had fun. I haven't done any combats, nor have I really tested the combat aspect of this game. I wish to eventually get there in this Let's Play, but we'll see. Don't know how long the video is going to be. It'll just probably be as long as I have time. I do have to go somewhere today, so probably won't be extremely long, especially since mining takes forever, especially with the bigger cargo bay. But as you can see, you get metal quite a bit quicker than any other resource, which is why it's so cheap. And I don't know if asteroids respawn, but they definitely run out of materials. Say I'm sitting here mining, I can only get so much platinum out of this rock before it slows down and just completely stops giving me platinum or diamond. But I do think it has an almost unlimited supply of metal, which is kind of good, because metal is cheap, fast money. And it's always good to get some cheap, fast money. You can see that, it knows how many contracts there are, but it won't tell me what the contracts are unless I land. So, yeah, we're just waiting for this to fill up. I probably will cut this out because it takes forever to mine and is really, really boring. But you have to suffer through some of the boring stuff to get to the really good stuff. Probably won't keep you. Oh, and to dump something out into space, you just click on it. Yeah. Yeah, this will be cut out, definitely. Oh, and as you can see that it's really slowed down on giving me diamond after I got this first 25. I've only gotten, 2 in the same time it took me to get around 7 metal. So the more expensive it is, the longer it's going to take you to get. And you can not only mine floating asteroids, but you can go down to a planet and mine. I've done that. It's really hard because you gotta keep moving or else you'll just plummet to the earth. And I did watch the tutorials, which will be linked in the description, on how to play, and that helped me a lot when I, started playing. I'm trying to think of other things to say. Like I said, this is my first one, and I really don't know what to say. I'm going to look at the reactions and what you guys say and what I should do, shouldn't do. I will try all the missions and do them so people know how to do them and get them done. Unlike me, when first time I did the solar array cleaning, I got really frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm going to dump this metal right here and hopefully get some more platinum. I'd like to get 2 full cargo holds. And there we go, platinum. Yeah. And then up here, I don't know how to remove this. I wish I could, because it does get annoying that it keeps bugging me that it doesn't have the room for, metal, which I really don't want. Oh, and these distress calls pop up every so often. And they tell you to go to a certain sector, land on a planet, and deliver food in this case for them. They pay really well, even though I haven't done any of them. Because, compressed food, I really don't know where to get that. Even though I have played quite a bit of this game, I still haven't left this sector even. And let's pull up the navigation right here. These little purple things right there. Let's see if I can get a better look at that one. These things, I believe these are black holes of some sort that you fly like into this little sector square, and then I jump into it, then I'll appear in, Olympus. There we go. And here's the quadrant view. This is all these sectors or solar systems you can go to. And over here, I got different views. Economy. This is very important to know, like I'm gonna probably move over here to a Pearl, Aquila, and Alpha Centauri, even over here in Deneb. I'm not the best speaker. I'm really not. Even though this is my first language, still can't speak it. But the better the what was I gonna say? The better the economy, the better ships you can buy, and better contracts there. So I'll probably go over there in the next video after I get a better ship that's a little faster and maybe even some more money. Back to my nav map. Actually, I don't even need my nav map right now. On my inventory. Okay. I'm almost full in diamond. Once I probably get full in diamond, I'm gonna pull it in and not call it a video yet. It hasn't even been that long. No, it feels like it's been forever for me. It just takes forever to mine. I'm gonna pull it in and sell my loot and make some money. Also do some more upgrades to my ship. I'm gonna try to make these videos as entertaining as possible. Okay, so if you want me to talk about something, if you want me to explain a certain aspect of the game, post in the comments, ask your questions. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability, either in the comments or in my next video. Something of note is, oh, wrong button. Alt B, not the Windows button. I do have a particle cannon that's called a flare beam. It is the most basic gun that I know of, and there's also a beam cannon, a beam slot. Particle cannons do hull damage, and beam cannons do shield damage. That's right. Secondary weapons are like missiles and stuff, and I do believe I can bind my mining/tractor beam to a secondary weapon slot. I haven't done that just because I can, by using the default Alt B, I can just toggle my tractor beam and just have it stay on, which makes it really easy to mine, especially for a long time, a considerable amount of time. See, and right there, a couple 100,000. Yeah, let's go ahead and close that. Let's see what they have any stuff for sale. Oh, they have 22 food units for not a bad price. Let's see. Repair system. Those are handy. Even though, like I said, I haven't even, been in combat, so I don't know if they're really that useful. Ooh, even better. A upgraded jump drive. I believe the Fulcrum drive C2 allows me to jump 2 sector blocks. I think it goes all the way up to C5. Not sure on that. But yeah, each consecutive one allows you to jump farther and farther. And yeah, I always just disable those just because I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay, let's go ahead and get that increased fuel capacity that I was looking for. There we go. Actually don't know if I can get a better engine, which in the beginning of the game I really don't think you need a really good engine unless you're a racer or doing racing. I'm gonna go ahead and trade and build. Okay, there, now I have that bigger fuel tank. I'm gonna go ahead and spend almost all my monies refilling my fuel tank. For some reason, it will not put that last fuel unit in there. I don't know why. It doesn't do that with the 800 fuel tank. No, wrong one. The class 2. I did not notice that with the class 2, but I did notice that with my earlier playing that with the class 3. It would only fill up to 1100, not in 99 units of fuel. Don't know why. Maybe it's something on my end that's just goofing up. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to design a ship. Okay, these templates, go ahead and go frame config. Because I don't use missiles and I'm not going to be fighting a whole bunch, I'm going to go ahead and take a second weapon hardpoint and put it into equipment hardpoints. Oh, and you do also have countermeasures if in case missiles are launched at you. You get those by refueling. Yeah, refuel and load CM. The cheapest way to completely reload them is to just buy 1 unit of fuel. Okay, let's see. Saber, pulsar. See, a lot of these look really cool, but I also think they're really expensive. Capacity. Oh, capacity is that config that I showed you. Assembly is how much you can put on it. Agility and armors, I believe, is the hull points. And agility is the how quick it is at turning. Not quite sure. This is the only frame I've ever used. I think my next upgrade. Yeah, my next upgrade was gonna be a saber. Okay, let's go ahead and plop that down. And here we go. Since I don't want that many hard points, I'm gonna freeze some up and put 2 in equipment and 1 in crew. And my dog just sneezed. Okay, let's go ahead and design. You can see this one looks a lot different, and therefore everything looks a lot bigger on it. First things first, I'm gonna stop spinning, and I'm gonna stop the directional arrows. I'd like to get at least the archer wing set. Wow, that's a lot of assembly. Let's go ahead and grab you. Okay, yeah, see how goofy that looks? I can go ahead and mess with the position of the wrong thing. Oh, and highlight it. Always highlight it, or else you'll get lost and not realize what you're messing with and do what I just did and completely throw off like your perfect design that you had going on. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it so everything scales at the same time. I don't have to worry about any scaling issues, like one side being like huge and the other side being puny. Voyage Mark 1. Let's go ahead and do Voyage Mark 2. Whoa, that's kind of big. Okay, stop scaling the wings and mess with the engine. Okay, let's move the engine. Can't move it anymore aft, so I'll try to make it a little smaller so it doesn't necessarily look as stupid. Cargo bay. Yeah, that's huge. Even though I know it's like one of the biggest cargo bays you can get, I'm still gonna make it smaller. Let's actually go back to my wing system. That a little smaller so it's actually touching my ship, because I know it will annoy me. Oh, I can't zoom. It's new. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Shields. Haven't really talked much about these. In space, I will talk about, when I get back out into space, I'll talk about them a little bit more. Different classes. On my current ship, I have a shield class 1 that only does 150 megajoules of shield output. I don't necessarily know. Oh wow, a mover on my assembly. That's not necessarily, that's really bad, actually. So let's go to a Voyager Mark 2. Engines. Make him a little bit bigger. Oh, wings. Okay. I really do want this wing system but I may have to scrap it in favor of, you know, more assembly. Oh, that actually looks really cool. Let's go ahead. Yeah, still over on assembly. Cargo bay. I want to keep the 5 cargo bay. It's really good for trading. I want to keep that, so I will opt for the archer wings, which still put me over on assembly. Looks like I'm gonna have to do something about my shields, because I think that's actually what's causing the overage on assembly. I put a class 3 shield. Oh, over here you can see like engine number 3. That means it's the 3rd engine on the list. Shield number 3, 5th cargo bay. Fuel tank tells me how big my fuel tank is, the capacity right there. Crew. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and change my shield out for a Mark II. Oof, can't do a Mark II. Let's try Mark 1. There we go. Do a Mark 1. Actually, let's go to you. Yeah, you just come over here and click and drop. See if I can grab a Mark 3 shield now. Yes, I can. Truly. Let's go back to that Mark 2 wing system. So I really want these. They look so cool. Oh, and I have just like the perfect amount of assembly for that. That's awesome. That's nice that it's still scaled properly. Let's go ahead and move those back some more. Yeah, there we go. That will be my next ship once I have money. So this right here, I do believe it's this plus this, and then my equipment and the other stuff on my current ship is also added in, and I get my total. So once this total reaches this number, I can go ahead and click trade and build. But since I do not have enough, then I can't really do anything about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and save it as template 1. Oh, save it as save current as a template. Okay. Now that we're back here, I'm going to go ahead, crew management. In this ship I can only hold 1 crew member, and each guy does something different. Navigator will provide better jump points and increases my radar. A weapons op has improved performance of weapon power and primary systems. The skill determines how good they are, how good at being a weapons op or a navigator they are, and the longer they're with you, the better that will, like the higher that will go up. And then the loyalty, the lower it is, the cheaper they are, but the more likely they are to get off at the next time you dock at a station. But right here, we have a transport to Sirius Sati in that location, and it pays quite a bit. Transport this passenger to listed destination, paid time, or time to pay. That could be very profitable. Hangar. Something I really haven't used. You can store ships, and you can store cargo slots, but they do charge you to store stuff. I've never really stored anything at one of these places before. Let's go ahead and go up to launch ship. I have that full. Let's see.
Docking tractor beam disengaged.
Yeah, that means I'm floating, so if I were to try to move, I could. And to re-engage the tractor beam, you just bring up your trade console or your inventory again. I'm going to look at the quadrant, see if I can find that place that that guy wanted to go to. It's like, is it serious? Can't recall. Yeah, just that right there. I just re-engaged the tractor beam. Wants to go to Sirius Sati. That was kind of far away. Yeah, it's all the way over here. I gotta go to Turban, then Virgo, Vega. I don't actually even know if Vega goes to Oron. I think I gotta go to Turban, then Oron, and then to Sirius. It's Sirius, not Sirius. Sirius is a satellite company. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. That's kind of far away. I did see one when I was playing just for fun before I decided to do this Let's Play. One that, you know, was like right next door and paid a whole bunch. Sadly, I didn't figure out the whole jumping mechanic until, you know, it was too late and I wasn't able to do that contract. As you can see, I definitely have more fuel. I'm not going faster because I didn't get a new engine, and too bad these things are so close. I'd show you the boost or the afterburner that you can use, and you can also turn off your inertial dampening field. It's kind of basically the same thing. It stops you from sliding all over the place. You can do this to save fuel and keep going at like a certain speed. I do not suggest turning this off when you're in. I mean, you could turn it off in atmosphere, so I mean that may be what it's used for. You can also see that there, in that same area where my fuel and my shield is located, I have 0S over 0W, and that's my shield and weapon power. I can transfer stuff to like my shields if I'm taking a lot of damage or want to go really fast through the atmosphere. Or I can transfer it to my weapons and shoot a lot quicker. Right below that is my weapon power and my hull, I believe. Let's go ahead and see what I'm picking up. I'm picking up some metal and some diamonds and some platinum. That's good. Platinum's always good. After this trade run, I'll probably call it a video because I'm pretty sure I have to leave. Yeah, I have to leave soon. So, yes, after this trade run, I'm gonna call it a video, and that will be my first video ever for YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I have, but you know that's not my outro yet, so I'm not gonna go there yet. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see, anything else about the navigation that I know? Oh, you see this right here? That's a nebula. Be careful about these guys. If you go in there, you can harvest, you know, some like electrons, and with the fuel converter, you can get you can get some free fuel that way. But be careful, you cannot jump out once you're in. So just, you know, buyer be wary. Let's go ahead and go up to that planet. Okay. This is planet called Gallica E. I do believe that means electronics. That's what that planet produces. And this ring here contains water. I know that because I've been there and harvested some water. Water is very useful in space. It has a moon and 2 starports around it. I've never been to the starports or to the moon. You can also mine on moons. In that message that you saw at the very beginning of the game is asks you to go all the way to this planet. I know last time through this planet has a Fulcrum C3 jump drive, so I'll probably also go there to get that jump drive. Now, I mean, and the first missions are really easy. I didn't do them because I wanted to save it for my Let's Play. So, you know, basically up to that point, it's gonna be blind. But right there, that planet is has some good stuff, and I believe it's a technology center. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm still pretty new, and each planet, like Sapphire, has an A next to it. I'm pretty sure that means agriculture. There's another black hole jump point guy. Okay, can't go any further that way. Let's try going up. Okay, I think I passed it. See, I always have to use directional clues. Let's go back up to Gallica. At least I'm pronouncing that. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. G. Don't know what G is. But yeah, New Hope. This is where the story wants me to go. I've been there. It's a nice planet. It has some water on it. And a starport. If you have your mining beam on while moving through a planet's atmosphere and you're not close enough to the ground, you will harvest oxygen. So oxygen can be a pretty good, let's go ahead and dump that metal. Can be a really good commodity to buy and sell, especially if there aren't a lot of planets. Then you can use that in oxygen, and plus you're in space. There's no oxygen in space. Yeah, I was rambling on there and I missed a platinum ore, which kind of sucks. I was gonna complain about, not having enough room for metal. Like I said, I've never been out of this system, so I'm pretty sure all this stuff doesn't just like automatically show up. I think this is like a anomaly or a point of notice. I think so. I know that is what science officers discover for you. They'll go ahead and point these out. You don't even have to, fly around. And now if you don't want to use a jump drive, or you accidentally sold your jump drive for whatever reason, then you can always just go under your own power, but be careful not to run out of fuel. I'm trying to find that guy right there, but I seem to be having a problem locating it. But yeah, you can basically fly for as long as you have fuel. Why can't I find him? Should just be one down, a couple over. Go down one. Here, I have an idea. Let's go ahead and put a nav marker there. And that nav marker, see, it's not showing up. Even though I can see it here, it's not showing up because I haven't been close enough to map that. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's put a nav marker over there, and let's see if we can see what's over there by using the map here. 2 down. There's another jump point. T, technology, I'm pretty sure. Port Reengage. That's the first one I've seen that's not just like port number 8. Maybe it has to do something with the story. Let's go ahead and dump this metal right there, see if we can get some diamond. As you see right there, I clearly missed quite a few diamonds, which does tend to, that makes me a little mad. I missed diamonds worth quite a bit. Now, you do have to keep an eye out, news console, on the prices of things. If you start selling too much of a certain commodity like diamond, the price will drop, and that can hurt your trading. Yeah, the only other game I can really compare this game to that I've played is X3. I'm a huge X3 fan. I love the game. I upgraded my computer because of the game. You know, it's a great game. The only thing that I don't like about Evochron Mercenary is that you can't have like multiple ships under AI that you just build and buy. You have to actually go to another pilot and say, hey, join my fleet, which is cool, but also, I mean, I did like just being able to set, you know, my trading ships on autopilot and, you know, have them go scurry off to all corners of the galaxy, making me huge tons of money, you know, boatloads of money. Now, that was nice, but, you know, this is much more realistic than X3, which is cool. I do like that. Let's go ahead and open up my inventory. Almost full on platinum and diamond. Wow, 2 platinum stores and I'm gonna have 3 full cargo holds of diamond. That's going to be nice, people. Well, I wonder where that is, because I have some. Don't have any metal on me right now. Metal's cheap. Shortage on planet Pisces. Sector coordinates. Is this here? If it is, I might go do that. Might dump that diamond that I'm mining right now in exchange for B. Navigation. Is that planet over there that I was looking at? Let's go see. Nope, that's Rivage. That's Sapphire. That's Galca, and that's New Hope. Nope, it's not in this system. If it was in this system, I'd definitely go do that. But sadly, it's not. And as you can see, mostly full. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this a mining trip and a video. I'll see you all next time on Let's move forward. I forgot I had inertial system off. I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Evochron Mercenary. This has been Valen, and this has also been my first video. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you